That's it. We are looking at the final standings of the Premier League table. Manchester City pipping Liverpool by 1 point.
I think it's a weird time for those other guys because they've set such a standard, Liverpool, Man City. Can Liverpool do that again next season? I'm not really sure.
Champions League final.
Yes, very exciting, isn't it? I'm sure you're delighted. You must be over the moon.
Oh, the smugness oozing from this man right now.
Smugness, you know, is what it is.
Are they going to win?
I think my head says, oh my god, Liverpool are too good, but anything can happen. We've shown it twice now, anything can happen. So I think so. I think we can do it. Wow. Which I'm sure you'll love.
I'm not sure I'll ever be able to look at you again.
198 points in 2 seasons. Best 2 Premier League seasons in history. Can't complain.
Is it the best Premier League team of all time?
100%.
100%.
What's better?
Cardiff City.
Good team, good footballing team. They're going to be in a championship next year. Expect them to get promoted again. Big result at Old Trafford. Big things. Good manager as well. Young, talented manager. Going to do big things in the championship next year. Yeah, I'll get over it because it doesn't matter too much.
Right.
There's almost a nothing fixture. Like Huddersfield Town, everything was gone already. So it's like, it don't matter too much, but it does. Like, it still matters because the team won that bad. Positives obviously with Greenwood. But the rest of it, you're like, holy smokes. Champions League, Liverpool.
Okay.
Our favourites. Spurs play with width. They'll win the game.
Oh, I knew it.
Legit. If they play, basically PSG outplayed Liverpool. Marquinhos started in central midfield, dropped into a back three, and literally played square passes. And they went around their press and they attacked down the wings and they won the game. Eric Dyer could do that exact job. And I'd expect Poch to look at something like PSG and think, we've got this.
Europa League?
That's the only thing for me that goes. I think Arsenal would win. I'd want Chelsea to win just for the whole Sarri thing because it'd be really fucking funny after their fans have completely turned on him for him to now go and lift the European trophy. Like Frankfurt should have beaten them, 100%. Arsenal will beat them, but it would be nice to just, you know what I mean, have a bit of a laugh.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. My name is hughwizzy and you're watching 90 More, back again on the final day of the Premier League season as the most important trophy out there was decided and Arsenal have brought it home. That's right, the Golden Boot has been shared by 3 players: Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah and Pierre-Emerick, all finishing on 22 goals. And that is really where the excitement was today, because everyone knew that Manchester City were going to win against Brighton and Hove Albion, even though they did put up a good fight. Glenn Murray with a glancing header from another set piece. And for a moment, Liverpool fans looked to have it in the bag. We should have known better, because as soon as Brighton had scored, City switched gears, went into 5th. Well, into 1st, and the intensity, possession play and the triangles that they do was up slightly, although they were very careful, almost OCD about their passing today, and it wasn't the most exciting of games to watch. Some fantastic goals though, a Gundogan with a lovely free kick, and Riyad Mahrez actually doing something. I'm not sure that he has really fulfilled his potential at Man City, but if anything, they bought him for a special moment or two and he provided it when it mattered most. Heartbreak for Liverpool, who have provided us with some of the most entertaining football that we have seen in years over the last couple of seasons, and somehow still don't have their hands on a single piece of silverware to show for it. However, like we said, the Champions League final is there, and you know, an English club will be walking away with both European titles. That's quite exciting. It says a lot for the league in general, and as a Liverpool fan, you've got to be thinking, well, surely Klopp is not going to leave empty-handed, and it's great to see that either Pochettino or Klopp will finish the season with a trophy and a major honour to their name, something that they've both probably deserved but haven't managed to get their hands on just yet. I'm very interested to hear everyone's Premier League team of the season. You know, it's going to be controversial, but I will do a video separately to focus on each individual position. But off the top of my head, I'm going to go for Ederson, Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold / Bissaka, with Van Dijk and Laporte and Robertson. In midfield, it's probably the most difficult of all the positions, to be honest. I'm going to go Bernardo Silva with Idrissa Gueye with James Maddison. On the right hand side, I'm going to go Raheem Sterling. On the left hand side, I'm going to go Sadio Mane, and up top I'm going to go for Aguero, Salah or Aubameyang. One of those three. That's basically my Premier League team of the season. If I haven't included anyone, it's because they're shocking and not actually true ballers, or just didn't have the time of their lives this year, which, it has to be said, is most of the Premier League. Even though Tottenham are finishing in the top 4, they lost 13 games, not that impressive. Even though they finished ahead of Arsenal, Arsenal are shocking. Chelsea, with another poor season, trying to transform into this new style of possession play from having been this sit-back counter-attacking side under Conte. With Sarri, they are in a final again. One of Sarri or Emery will end what has been a very mediocre season in my eyes with silverware. Football right now is being dominated by English clubs. The money involved is just ludicrous, and that will continue. We'll see these clubs breaking away even further from the rest of Europe until there is adequate investment in the rest of these leagues, which are languishing behind, just the same as the lower half of the Premier League table is. Most impressive manager for me, Nuno Gomes, if I'm honest, has been very impressive. I've really liked the way Brendan Rodgers has stepped in and shown that you can change a club's philosophy and style of play in a short space of time effectively. That balanced midfield of Tielemans, Ndidi, and James Maddison has just been sensational to watch under Brendan Rodgers. They look a totally different side to Claude Puel, even though it's still early days. The rest of the top of the table, I guess Wolves and Bournemouth at times really do impress me with the style of football that they play, but that top 6 is dominant. And even though Manchester United aren't in the Champions League, the wealth of quality that they've got on their books is just, it's embarrassing to the rest of the Premier League, which makes their mishaps kind of feel like even worse, because here we have a club who have such history, such incredible success at the top level in these last 30 odd years, that it's still a shock to the system, and I see no real swift answer as to how they get back into that conversation of being top 2, 3 where they belong, or challenging 4 titles consistently without the board changing. And that's the case at Arsenal as well. Until you see Kroenke out, until you see the Glazers out, or it's switching hands to someone who's ready to spend willingly and invest in the club without worrying too much about profit, especially in the first two seasons or 2 or 3 seasons, you're going to see the same problem. Obviously there are still big games left this season. We've got the playoffs, West Brom, Leeds. I'm going to say Leeds are my favourites there. I'd love to see Bielsa and Leeds get back in to the Premier League and challenging for Europe again. Great side, great history, good fan base that's never really waned or anything, even though they have dropped divisions. Obviously, May 29th, we've got Europa League final in Baku, Azerbaijan. It's a long way to go. Arsenal or Chelsea will be coming home champions, and one of those two sides will be leaving heartbroken. And Arsenal may well miss out on Champions League football if they do lose that, which again would be a massive setback. Arsenal and United are really going to struggle to get out of that mess, especially with the way that things are these days in football financially, if you don't see that investment coming in quick. Then you've got Champions League final a couple of days later, Tottenham against Liverpool. I'm going to say that I think Tottenham are going to win that one, but we pray in the name of Mohamed Salah that I'm wrong. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, whether you've enjoyed the season or not. Put your Premier League team of the season down below in every position, who you think the players of the season are. Goal of the season. I think it might be Vinny Kompany, I think it might be Vincent Kompany with that goal. The importance of it, the technique, the absolute top binality of it. It was an incredible goal, which has led us to this point. The end of another incredible season where we've seen 2 of the best sides ever to have graced the Premier League going fucking full on all the way. Liverpool have lost once in 38 games and they've come second. I still can't quite believe it, but I think that shows how incredible this Man City side really is. If they were to go and add another couple of £50 million players over the summer, where does this legacy end? Where does this dynasty end? Is it just going to be when the money gets, like when they get off, when they decide, okay, we've had enough here? If this is a long-term investment, we could be seeing domination like we've never seen before, because they will not stop, I don't think, until they get to the Champions League. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new, and drop the video a damn like if you breathe oxygen. For now though, I've been hughwizzy, and this has been a lot of fun. Peace.